FB on the mic, 910 The Fan, 105.1 FM. Final Play Chesterfield segment before the winter break. Everybody's excited. Get a couple of weeks, get refreshed. We'll come back. Don't worry. We will continue going through the winter sports in January. Thanks to the good folks at Play Chesterfield for making this possible as we drive around the county, check in with all the schools and the sports. Doing a second round now, which is fun. Everybody knows the drill now, which is cool. And spotlighting winter sports, which are well underway already. And today's school is James River. We'll check in with the Rapids, where Brian Hannum is the Director of Student Activities. Brian, good morning. How's it going?
Hey, good morning. How are you, sir?
I feel great. I know this is the big week here before the break. You doing like a Spirit Week, or what do you do to keep everybody from getting antsy this week?
Yeah, well, I know that last time we disappointed because it was Spirit Week and none of us were in, the spirit attire. But no, last week was our Spirit Week, but I'm clearly in a really festive hoodie today, and we're trying to keep it light. Teachers are in full-out suits. We've got some games going on with students and teachers. It's a fun week to wrap up for the break. So
that is awesome. Well, good luck making it, and enjoy the break, of course. But right now, let's talk about winter sports because they are rolling. What's cooking over at James River?
Yeah, we actually have quite a few things going on. Winter, obviously, over the past few years, specifically this season, will be very competitive. I will say, to highlight right off the bat, we opened up boys basketball against Manchester. We did come up short. Great game, though. And we highlighted Jalen DeLoach, one of our senior players here who reached 1,000 points in his career, which is a big deal. We've had the likes of Laney Grant, Arshay Jackson, and a few others recently do that, so that was pretty cool. Our swim team's hitting the ground running with a brand-new record board up in our hallway. They will highlight that right out of the break to highlight some of their, program achievements. And speaking of basketball, girls basketball got a brand new look. Henry Schechter, in that kind of, regime that he was there with, has, left. And so girls basketball has a new look under Gina Montgomery. The coaching staff has been wonderful, a lot of fire in that program. And so, again, a new look there. Swim, a very robust, big program. I'll let Alex speak to that here in a second, but they are off and running. Wrestling, I got to say real quick, 4 or 5 years ago under Ike Tucker, we probably had 7 or 8 wrestlers in the program. I think we're up over 40 now with 4 or 5 female wrestlers. 2 alumni have come back to coach that program, so wrestling is getting back to what it used to be. We used to kind of be the beacon of wrestling in the area years ago, and they're well on their way. And, of course, dance and cheer doing their thing to keep us, spirited throughout the winter season. So really, really good stuff going on, and I'll let Carter, too, speak to, again, a very good indoor track program that's off and running. That's
awesome. That's a great update. And, James River's been setting the tone in a lot of sports for a long time, so I know a lot of pride over there. And this usually when I ask about anything you've got coming up. I would imagine we don't have a ton of things coming up, but anything you're excited about here in the near horizon?
Well, I'll tell you what, something a little bit unrelated but related. Our booster group came back a few years ago, and I got to plug this. We just kind of officially and formally announced to the individuals our Hall of Fame class coming up in 2025. We have that going now to be our 4th installment. And that always brings a jolt to our athletic program. Some winter athletes from back in the day will be in that class, but we're going to be honoring 5 athletes. Our 2008 baseball team, Coach Chuck Collins, who our gym is now named after, no longer with us, but a wonderful man. We call our gym the Chuck after him for being one of our first basketball coaches here, doing a great job. And a community member by the name of Pete Gaglio, who did wonders for us. As representative of taking care of our stadium and field house and all that kind of stuff. So, Hall of Fame coming up with that class officially announced here before we leave for the break. That'll be fun. That's exciting. That 2008 baseball team, I'll date myself there. They had 2 great pitchers that ended up pitching D1, Austin Stadler and Daniel Mars. Do I have that right? Am I remembering right? Those 2 names are hard to forget based off the career that they put together here, that's for sure.
There you go. Lots going on right now, too. Thank you for the update, Brian. Anything else you want to add before we hand off to Carter and Alex?
No, I think that's about it. I would love for these 2 wonderful athletes that represent us to get a chance, so I'll pass it on to them.
Awesome. We'll start with Carter if that works. Carter Calliot, boys track and indoor track, of course, rolling here in the winter sports on the Play Chesterfield Athlete Spotlight. Carter, good morning. How's it going?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. How exciting is it to get rolling with indoor track, and tell us a little bit about this year's team?
It's really exciting. I'm looking forward to this year. I think we have a lot of potential coming into this year. We were pretty young the past couple of years, other than Jacob Garnett, who went on to run at UVA. He kind of helped out our boys team a lot, but with him leaving, we were kind of in the back of it. But we're coming out now because we have a lot of seniors and a lot of juniors that are looking really good, especially on our girls team. They've always been really good. They have a couple really good athletes. Lily Verbeek, who's going to run at Virginia Tech, Mackenzie Hatfield, and their relay. We just opened up at Liberty, and their relay qualified for New Balance Nationals. Lily also qualified in the 55-meter for Nationals. Mackenzie Hatfield qualified for the 55 hurdles for Nationals. And Finley Smith qualified for the 55-meter freshman Nationals. So they're looking really good. They were regional and state indoor champs last year. And so I think they're looking to repeat that. That'll be really exciting. And then our boys team, we're looking really good. We had last year we were injured a lot, so we were a little bit rocky last year. But this year we're looking good. Everybody's healthy and feeling good, and we just opened up, and we're feeling good. But for track, you kind of got to, in the beginning you're a little bit slower, and then you get faster and faster as the season goes. So we're looking forward to peaking around like states, and hopefully we'll run really good there.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear so many Nationals qualifiers, as you mentioned, early in the season. Great start for the Rapids. Great start to the indoor season. Which events do you participate in, Carter?
I'm a sprinter, so I do, for indoor, it's the 55-meter, the 300-meter, and then the relays are the 4x200-meter and 4x400-meter.
Awesome. And what year are you?
I'm a senior.
Nice. You got any plans yet for next year?
Yes, sir. I'd like to run in college. My dream school would probably be UVA, but I've got a couple other interests. I like Davidson a lot, Washington and Lee, CNU. I really like those schools. So hopefully we can make something happen this year, see where I go. And then for this year, I would love to be a regional champ in the 55-meter. I think I came in 5th last year, but I was just coming off a sprained ankle. So I'm hoping to do better this year and come home with that win. That'd be really nice.
I'll big goals and lots of seasons still ahead of you, I know, as everybody's getting ready. Anything else you want to share about this year's team or what's going on at James River?
Not so much going on with the track team. We're just getting into it. We don't run again until after the break, so first weekend in January. But that's about all going on with track. But basketball's been a lot of fun going to those games with the Rapid Rowdies. And then, we just finished football, which was a little rocky, but we had fun going to those games and watching them compete.
Man, that's awesome. Carter, thanks for spending a few minutes with us this morning, and great luck this season on the track.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome. I think we're bringing on Alex Kerner now. Alex is on the swim team. Good morning. How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's nice and cold outside. Perfect time to be indoors at the pool. Tell us about the James River swim team, what you guys are up to.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We've only had 4 meets this season, and then we have a invitational this Saturday. Had definitely a bigger team than last year. We had to have cuts for this year. But overall, we're a pretty great team. And just right off the bat, we've already been super supportive and really, really care about each other compared to previous years. But, we really push each other in practice, dry lanes, and at meets. So it's a good team so far, and I'm excited to see what we have in store.
That's awesome. And how about you? What year are you? What events do you swim?
I'm a senior, and I typically tend to go sprinting, so I'll swim 50 free, 100 fly, 100 free, so stuff like that.
I love it. We got a pair of sprinters this morning. I like it. We're moving fast in the Play Chesterfield Spotlight. How about you, Alex? Any future plans developing for next year?
I'm going to the University of Mary Washington in Fredericksburg.
Love it.
I'm not going to be swimming, but hopefully I'll do club, but we'll see. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to this year's. Seeing what I have in store.
That's awesome, and that's great to hear. Congrats on that. And before we let you go, you want to tell us, I guess, about the meet this weekend or anything you got coming up you're excited about?
The meet this weekend, I'll say it again, the season that we have, just to see what happens. We've already had a few state qualifiers and some relays and then some individuals. So, yeah.
I love to hear it. Alex, thanks for spending some time with us this morning, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Awesome. James River, the Rapids, they're sprinting along over there. Thank you to Carter and Alex, and of course, Brian Hannum for getting the whole thing rolling for us on the Play Chesterfield Athlete Spotlight. A reminder, we will not have the Play Chesterfield Athlete Spotlight next week or the following week, which is January 1st. But we're back on January 8th with Clover Hill, 10:30 a.m., of course, right here on the Fan. Going to be hard to top the Rapids, though. They were prepared. That was good. We don't play favorites. We love everybody in Chesterfield, but love talking to the Rapids. They were on point today. We're back with more after this. You're listening to 910 The Fan at 105.1 FM.